All right, so we're back. This is Nobody Knows You When You're Down and Out video. Once I lived the life of a millionaire. Spent all my money, didn't have any kids. I took all my friends out for mighty good times. Bought bootleg liquor, champagne and wine. But then I began to fall so low. Lost all my good friends, had nowhere to go. But if I get my hands on the dollar again, hang on to it till that old eagle grins. 'Cause nobody knows you when you're down and out. Not no pocket, not one penny. And as for friends, well, you don't have many. When you get back on your feet again, everybody wants to be your long lost friend. But I said it straight without any doubts. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. Alright, C, E7, A7, full bar. D minor, A7, D minor. F to that F sharp diminished to do 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 do. D7, G or G7. Okay? Alright, so honestly, less is more. Sometimes when you try to do more, like I did for a few parts there, you can see I was trying to add more, and it doesn't always work. Drumming wise, we would say, like, if you're trying to add some kind of fancy fill and it makes you drop the beat or goof up the rhythm or the groove in any way, then it wasn't worth it. It took away when you were trying to add. So less is more, back to basics, right? Particularly for a session, a lot of the ornament type of stuff is more performance and less session. But we're trying to work on leveling up guitar skills. So we're kind of, the whole class here, I guess, is kind of walking that line. So C, some things you could do. Hammer on that. I think that sounds better. Just hammer on the E note. It's just a grace. Talked about that in the class, sliding into it. The A7. I really love this. Kind of got that summertime, that little D minor, A7, D minor. And then here, you just kind of pick through it. Right? F, that F sharp diminished 7, and then just 3, 2, 1, open. On the little accompanying chord diagrams thing that I added, I put this all in there. Chord diagrams repeat. If you go through it from top to bottom, it's going through the form. And he even has the 3, 2, 1, and then it's open. When you get to the open, you're basically on the A7. Dun, 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 dun. Could be either way. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. Right, on the D7, you can do, you can add your pinky, take it off, open, put it back on, any of those notes. Kind of that Chopin ornament, that half step up, full step down. That's all there for you. Same thing with the D when you're playing the D minor. it's not the same. In this case, you're adding a whole step up from the F down there. So you have the G, back to the F, open E. So now you're going whole step up and back, half step down and back. Those are all passing notes you can do in there. All right? So we got on the E7, you can add that. You can also put your pinky here on the D. So those little options. You only have 2 beats there, right? So I did too much there, but you can do some combination of that, or just. There's that. Alright, I was a little heavy on the bass the first time, but remember, we want to work on our balance, right? What are we bringing up? What are we bringing down? Right? This Travis picking, Piedmont blues type of stuff, if you're working on it, right? Yeah, you're trying to get the independence, but when there's a melody up high, you're trying to bring the melody up, not the bass, right? So you're always thinking about that kind of stereo balance, right? Anyways, it just repeats. It's a great song. The progression can be, just played with for whatever too. It doesn't have to be this song. It's just a different kind of blues if you haven't done it before. All right, that slide up from a step. You can also do this. Anytime you're playing A7, you can see if this fits. It fits here when you have the time. You can play A7. And you're just sliding up these sixths. Okay? So I'm right above each other. Then I'm going to bring the top one's going to go up a whole step, but the bottom one a half step. So now I'm at that D down here. And then on the 1, 2, 3, 4th string, I'm at the 4th fret. So I got 2, 2. 3 and 4, and then 5, 5. Right, so F. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, so again, E7, A7. Okay, it might be too much to fit into this song, but that's like a bluesy little kind of run or whatever you can do. In some ways, that's a whole different discussion, but that's there, okay? In the A7. Alright, I think that's about it. Also, when you do the D7, second to last chord, that sounds nice too if you slide it up all the way to the octave. So you just slide it all the way past the 12th fret until you get back to the D shape up above. Right, so you're at 14, 13, 14 instead of 2, 1, 2. Okay, all right. Sounds really good if you just strum too. It doesn't have to be all that. Those are just ideas. Once I lived a life of a millionaire. Spent all my money, didn't have any care. Took all my friends out for mighty good time. I bought bootleg liquor champagne and wine. Then I began to fall so low. Lost all my good friends, I had nowhere to go. It's really about what you like. It's about listening, trusting your ear and what you think sounds good, right? That's one of the things maybe I didn't hit enough on the musicianship side, but a lot of it is, your ear knows so much. You've heard so much more music, right? I mean, this is not ground-shattering or earth-shattering revelations here, but we've heard more music, in our young lives as children today than, someone might have heard in their lifetime, a couple hundred years ago. So you know so much. Listen, try things, what sounds right. Sometimes a little note that you add that sounds really pretty in a typical 1-4-5 progression sounds weird in a blues, or vice versa, right? But you hear things when you're playing certain chords. You can try stuff that you knew from another song, right? Like, hey, this song has the same chord and they play this little riff in their tune. What if I try that here? Do any of those notes fit for this? Stuff like that. But yeah, that's Nobody Knows You. I think this is more than enough, and you probably won't need to watch this video all the way through, at least not more than once. But if you have any questions about the song or how to run it or anything like that, go ahead and shoot them my way. But yeah, for me, if I'm doing it, I'm thinking less is more, and then maybe later I'm going to take a little interlude break. And, maybe I'm keeping straight eighths or quarters while there's a drum circle type of thing. Or maybe if it's more performance style, I'm doing some of those ornaments there, just playing through it one time with a little bit of the ornament stuff and then singing the chorus again, right? And if you've taught it to people and they're doing it, then the chorus is great to sing just a few times. But yeah, it's also, this is one that I think it's not too tough to play once you get through the progression. Maybe if some of those chords are brand new, that might be tricky. But once you get through it and you have the progression, it's not too tough because it loops. And it's more one that's really nice to try to kick into the lyrics, do some lyric analysis, and see what comes up for people and what you can talk through, positive and negative stuff that comes up, right? And it might do well in a string of tunes where you start out somewhere maybe neutral, get into this, work through some tough stuff, and then maybe after this you find a way to steer it towards a more of a positive, uplifting song to end on, right? Part of that arc of the session idea. Okay, just all food for thought. This is the nylon string that has been in some of the videos. I did restring it last night to try to do some restringing videos. I try to just do some basic restringing videos for both guitars. This one, it's still settling. It's getting there and it's holding tune much, much better, but it really does take a lot longer than the steel. And when you're cranking them up, you can hear yourself. It's like you're turning, and you just hear the string going up and back, up and back, up and back, because they just can't hold it yet. Everything is really tightening up and stretching out. Anyways, a little bit of a longer video, but again, I don't think you'll need it all. And maybe I can put in some clips so you can see what's where, this part, this section, this part's rambling. All right, enjoy.